I want us to take a look at the markets, but before we look at the markets, it's very important of you to understand that in this journey of trading, it's important to follow through with the analysis that you've kept for yourself. Why am I saying so? Because a lot of people are just analyzing, a lot of people are just having their technical works done, but they are not executing according to their trading plan. And that is why you'd see that most people are able to lose in the markets. What's going on, guys? It's Obelisa Mutupi. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the market overview. You guys do know that every Monday morning, we focus on the markets, we focus on what is it that we can see or look into that will help us be able to have a profitable week. And obviously, guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you have liked and as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I do happen to be consistent with my Monday overview, where you are able to just see the trades that I take during the week. And one thing that I like is that I do not just show you profits, I do not just show you how profitable we are, but instead I focus as well on you and I being able to look at this together. So by the time you're watching this video, means that it's still valid setups. You can still use my knowledge, my setups and everything, but obviously it means that you now have to tweak something by your own just so you are able to have the right perfect setup for you, because maybe the market would have moved just a few pips at that time. But the most important thing is knowing what I see and how I see it. And obviously, for those that are looking for trading with a reliable broker, I've been trading with AFX for the past year, I would say, and I'm very confident in terms of me just saying that they're a good broker, because I get a lot of messages every single day of people asking me what is the right broker, when can I, how much can I fund and stuff, on which I'll link the videos whereby I did speak about how to register with them and as well how to deposit your very first account with them. I'll leave the link in description, and as well I'll leave the link whereby you'll be able to get access or register with them. But let us get to the chart. So what I have here is US500. I think this is the one that I'm going to be looking at first. It's important of you to follow through this chart with me. So let us do exactly that. What I'm seeing here is actually a dope even setup, because I'm going to be using some advanced trading strategies while doing so. But you can easily just see, let me just zoom in so we see all of this. You can see that here on the daily time frame, prices will be moving up, down, up, down, up, down. And right here is where our major support is at. So I'm seeing price just come a bit more, test around here, maybe give us weeks on the daily. But it means that on the smaller time frame, such as your 1 hour, your 15 minutes, that's a beautiful buy that we can get. But obviously this sell could as well be a short-term sell, because remember, one thing that I like about this is that in the private group I already did, I'm not sure if this actually did load. Okay, there we go. Let me just do this. Oh, perfect. Yes, it did load. Oh, I was on the 4 hour. Okay, daily, let me just see, but nothing much actually did change, because on the daily it's still like close to similar movements. And one thing that I like is that I did manage to share this with the private members. Yes, this is the daily. You can see support right here, it rejected, and another rejection here. So I'm seeing another rejection following through. But one thing that I like is that just by coming down here on the 60-minute, because I did share this, let me just show you guys real quick so you do not think that I'm just saying. Let me just come back here in the private group. Oh yeah, it is in the trade ideas. I shared this as a trade idea yesterday, which is at 9. You can see a 9:45, and I shared it while it was still somewhere here and it went down. So now we are waiting for it to come in and then go back to the upside. So I was looking for that just to happen before I could invest into trading it and stuff. But on the 60 minutes, yes, it did break through. So now we are coming here, third touch, because you can see 1, 2, and now the third touch. So one thing that I like is that I went as deep as using my advanced trading strategies. So let me show you guys how my advanced trading strategies would go. I would move this from X leg up until A right here, this being the X, A, this being B because it didn't touch 78.6, and then C, and then I'm looking for D, which is here. So with me, what I'll do is that I'm more likely to just have this right here, boom, have this B right here, and C right here. So this is also taught in the Forex Chasers private team. So these are like a couple of strategies that we have under our shelves, so under our sleeves, I meant. Let me just do this, and this is how I'm gonna be entering this exactly here at the deep end. So I can even put my buy limit as soon as the market opens. I'm actually gonna place my buy limit, have my stop loss right here, and my first take profit would be 5 percent. My second take profit would be right here and 9%, and I know that I'm going all the way to the upside with this. Maybe my third take profit could be around here. If it does happen to come here, would easily secure close to a 11.9%. but that is US 500. Let us take a look at GBP JPY, because it's also a currency that I actually did look into, and I remember we caught a signal on it. Just to show you guys, we did manage to catch a signal on it, but it actually took us out with maximum profits. Not even maximum, because it was like it took us out with right here GBP JPY. You can see log profits here. Where's the signal? I think this is the this is the US 500. Here's the US GBP JPY signal right here. GBP JPY, we're logging in profits on GBP JPY. This is how it was. This is where we locked in profits when it was still in profit, and when we shared it, it was still somewhere around here. No, this US 500 GBP JPY, you can see it was still here. We shared it, and already at this level we're locking in profits. I think it's here. We're locking in profits here, so it didn't really go against us. We still went home with some profits. But for this week, obviously I need to remove this, because this, yes, even though it was a successful trade, we still need to catch, you know, some certain things. So let us push, let us come back, look at it from a bigger time frame here on the 4 hour. So what I see on the 4 hour, because I looked at it within a few days ago, I still see price moving that exact same way. So let me just remove this, since it was a messy, but I see price coming all the way here for a third touch. So this is what I'm seeing, third touch, and then maybe here I can sell, or I can buy more. Maybe price can break above here and go to the highs. But what will happen is that going up here, I can easily see that during this phase right here, you can see that the market was doing what? It was moving up and down, up and down. There was no clear movement or direction, which is why we had to wait for the market to confirm with us. And even though, yes, this spike nearly, this is what we're waiting for on US 500. We're waiting for a spike like this, because you can see after the spike, if we had our buy limit, boom, would be activated. Now price would be, because obviously this would have been as easy as if we had our buy limit here, stop loss right below here, which is here. Look, it would have been close to hitting our stop loss, but it wouldn't have hit our stop loss, because why? 17 pip. Even just here at the take profit right here, 100 pips easily gives us close to a 6%. So it means that coming all the way up to here would be more than what, 15%. But here where we are, I'll still be seeing the same thing. All I have to do is just increase this, have this be here, because why? This area right here is my resistance. So now price came back as support, and one thing that I like is that looking at this support, you can see that here is this engulfing candlestick, which means that I'm more likely to buy this as soon as the market opens, and I'm more likely to just have my stop loss be right here. Maybe safer side would be at 30 pips stop loss. You can see 29.9 pips, and obviously my take profit would be somewhere around here, because why? This is that area that I did mention to you guys that I'm looking to go all the way, which is right here, previous resistance. So a 4.9% can easily be made on this beautiful trade, and if I want, I can make it be more than 5% just by minimizing my stop loss. So a 15 pip stop loss would give me what? Boom, close to double that, like 10%. But I'm more likely to just keep it here, 25 pip, depending on how the market moves. But yeah, that's that's GBP JPY. So now let us take a look at what is this? US30. Perfect. US30. Let us take a look at US30. US30 is our last trade that we're looking at. So with US30, you know, it's very simple. I can see the price. Yes, we had this support. I was actually looking at this be our third touch, because why? As soon as we got to a third touch, I was looking for us to go all the way upwards. Okay, sorry about that. I just locked my thing by mistake. Hopefully it is still recording. Yes, perfect, still recording. So what happens is that I'm gonna remove this, so I'll focus on this being our take profit. You know why? Because of, let us take a look at why do I have that area be our take profit. Because of this is our resistance. This is where our resistance, even though this can be our first take profit, that could be our first take profit. So coming to the 4 hour, I can easily see that on the 4 hour, price eventually did break out of this trend line here, and with this, it's giving us some sort of a, you know, price that shows us that price is more likely to go to the continue going downwards. Because with this, what I should be doing is more like selling here, this breakout, stop loss here, take profit right here. It's very easy strategy, I know this, but yeah, that's what I should be focusing more on. So what I'll do is that I'll just be coming down to the 60-minute, because US30 can be spiking upwards in US 30, I mean US30 can be spiking downwards and US500 goes up. I just need to be able to spot this, but it makes perfect sense. I'm not saying that it's not valid. It can happen actually. So it shouldn't be having thoughts or mindsets of it can happen this way. No, it actually can. I once bought US30 and sold US500 at a specific time. So it makes sense. Right here, so you can see I've got this be my management line, and I'll just use it's okay, maybe this will just guide me. So what happens is that now it can either guide me in terms of me buying, going all the way up here with it, or obviously just selling. But selling, even though it makes perfect sense, selling here, it would have been much more better if I caught it, let's say if I caught it just a bit back, maybe somewhere around here, it would have made sense. If what's happening, okay, I'm not too sure what's going on. Oh yeah, sell would have made much more better sense if I caught it right here, like right here, more like this, because I would have caught it at the break, this break, maybe a retest after here, this candlestick, stop loss somewhere here, first take profit here. I know that I would be making close to a 3%, but now where we at, I'm not actually looking into you know, taking this, obviously this, just by extending this and bringing it over to this side. You can see this is resistant, so we are now at support. Price can either come back to resistance or we can break the support. That's what I'm actually looking at on US30 as well, on US500, and as well GBP JPY. I know that most of you guys are getting a lot of knowledge from the setups that I see, how I see the market, but the most important thing, I need you guys to give yourself a challenge today. The most important thing is to not see the setups and try to execute it the way that I do, but the most important thing is more of you looking at it and then coming back 2 days later or three days later, looking at how it moved. So let's do a challenge now. What you should do is that look at how I'm looking at, write down what it is that you are looking for. So let's say if it's US30 and you want to buy after this, let's say, and invest candlestick or candlestick hammer, let's say hammer, and then you tell yourself that's what I'm looking for, 1 2 3. Then if it does show up, look at how it goes, whether it goes in profits or your stop loss. But regardless, come back after 2 days on these exact same setups and look at how they went, and look at what you would have done to catch those trades. If they did go in profits, look at what you could do in order of you to catch more profits. What did you do right? If it didn't go with your direction, look at what can you do if trades don't go in your direction. Does it mean that you need to re-enter? Does it mean that you need to increase your stop loss? Those are the ways that you are going to grow and become a better trader. But for now, let me focus more on, you know, analyzing some of the trades that I'm going to be taking during the week with my private members, and I'll see you guys in the private team, obviously if you are in the private team, but I'll leave the link in the description where you can take advantage of the private team, because while we've got a special that's coming up, just stay tuned to make sure that you're also in the Telegram group, whereby you will be notified when you do happen to drop that promotion or special. I'll see you in the next YouTube video. It's your brother Mutupi. Like, subscribe, comment below what you're thinking and how positive you are for the week.